Good morning, guys. So it was all about the talking heads last night. To be honest, bonds were off a little bit, even though the central bank meeting guys that were meeting at the ECB all came out saying inflation, interest rates higher. Stocks sort of struggled with the idea of that initially whilst that was happening, as you can see here, and then got very choppy post it, and pretty much went nowhere when you look at the daily chart, up a little bit. US dollar, however, strengthened. Well, we discussed that yesterday, that I'm not so sure if I want to be a seller of US dollars. I prefer to be long, and I still do. And that pushed the dollar yen closer to that line in the sand of 145. A pound got toasted, and euro also came off, as you would expect. The stronger US dollar and Aussie dollar also got smashed, thanks to the inflation numbers, which was off a little, but because people are thinking, well, you're not going to get a rate rise. Well, I think you still will. So it's back on the lower end of that range. Whilst you've got that range, which sort of started back in February, the 66 to 68, you could also look at another range, which is the 65. Annoying how it does that. 65 to 69, yeah, is another range. So let's come here, single layout, and then you've got that top side 69, which I touched briefly. Single layout, and we want coordinates. So that's what the Aussie's doing. And it's not usual for the Aussie. Aussie tends to trend quite a lot, so it's unusual for it to be stuck in a range, but it's a sign of the times, with China lagging, and we can go and have a look at the commodities. Wheat's tanking, oil up a little bit, gold off, iron ore going sideways, coal going sideways, gas coming off. They're the three big ones, or coal and gas, which Australia exports, as well, along with wheat. And copper, another one, which is a bellwether for Aussie, getting smashed, and also a bellwether for global demand. So if that's coming off, with interest rates heading higher, the idea is that, well, if interest rates are going higher, then global demand is going to slow down, so why would the people be buying copper? Plus Chinese stimulus isn't what it was supposed to be. So all in all, I'd stay short the Aussie. I wouldn't, what did I do that for? Stay short the Aussie in this range. Maybe looking at 65 later on in the month. And not much in terms of news coming out ahead this week. You have the US GDP, but PCE will be, I guess, the key one Friday night, and then I think inflation's next week. We don't get the Fed for another month yet, towards the end of July. So that's about it for today, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks.